Listen, man, this morning I tried to go live and we hit a traffic jam, and I guess it just caused all kind of problems with the connection. But we're locked in live. We got a man, Chad, in the house, and he's about to be on the camera. Camera looks a little dirty, so let me wipe this off. That's better. That's better. And we're going to do this haircut today. So you guys get to pick how it gets done. I'm going to pass this camera over to Chad. Bam. And let me know when some people start getting in the room. I'll start asking some questions. And while we are waiting, I will be putting on the gloves and getting this man draped up. We're going to be using the Zuka neck strip on him. And you know what, man? I wonder if we can do a little bit of this in reverse real quick. Matter of fact, let's just get rid of this crap underneath his neck right now, so that when I take that cape off, there's not going to be a thing left to do over here.
What's up?
What's good,
Andrada?
Good to see
Is that
you.
how you pronounce it, Andrada?
Special shout out to the members. Eddie's Army's growing nice. Over 30 members already.
Getting some love from the Philippines.
Shout out to the Philippines. Let's go. All right.
Okay,
So
okay.
I just kind of prepped his neck real quick. No big deal. And my cameraman is excellent over there. He might be a little steadier than some of the cameramen we've had in the past. So, all right, man. That's cool. So now he's all cleaned off on the bottom there, and he's not going to get hair all over himself, especially because we're about to use this neck guard. New capes from Gamma, the Chain Gang,
Chain Gang.
SC Pro. I think they look pretty dope. And what I like about these is they have these little clips so that you can actually use this on a kid or like pretty much every size neck that you'll come across. They fit pretty good. So, next step here, I just got this wrapped up in a piece of cloth because all you do when you're done with the client is you wash this off with some antibacterial soap, and that's it. And then it's just a silicone thing, and it sort of sticks to itself. So I just throw this on the upper part of the cape, and water will repel off of this, like everything that would go under here if it was collar or anything like that. Like this will literally protect his neck from getting any hair whatsoever on him. And I'd say that's another great thing for the kids, because if kids get something underneath the collar, they start itching and then they don't stay still worth a shit. So.
What's up, Yusuf?
All right, shining on the machines. You guys pick your poison. How you want me to start? Look over here, Chad. How you want me to start? We got all these machines right here. I'm using the Tomb 45 mat to kind of hold them up in a cool way.
Oh yeah, tell them where they can get the. Someone just asked about the neck.
The neck guards are going to be in the link in the description soon. I'm talking with the company to try to get you guys a discount code, so hopefully that happens soon. They seem pretty excited to do it, and I'm just waiting to work that out. So soon, hopefully, we'll have a discount code for you. But if you don't want to wait, you can just Google the Zuka neck guards.
Someone wants you to fade down.
You want me to do a down fading process? We can do that. Pick your poison, y'all. Look. Right now, I just unboxed this. It's literally fresh out of the box. I'm not even sure how much battery's left in this. But I kind of feel like doing this with an ergo, y'all. But if you say Saber or if you say Rebel, that's what we do. So put your vote in right now as we do this.
Someone says they need you to start. You need to start off with the octanes.
Start off with the octanes. You want me to start off with the octanes? If it please you, we can do that. Let's see some vote. I'm gonna cut the top real quick while I'm waiting for you guys, and we're just gonna get this top addressed. It doesn't need a whole lot. I'm taking off the top here, and he's got some kind of difficult hair to blend, to be honest. So doing this live is again always a bit of a risk, and we got a weird growth pattern here. So you guys are gonna see the way I deal with that. I'm gonna have to try to keep that fade a little bit lower than I otherwise would have. Plus, he freaks out when I bring his fade too high because I've done it a few times. So, I'm just going to clean up the center, the Mohawk guideline. I'm just cleaning it up a little bit.
What's up? What's up?
Like 2 weeks ago, so there's not a whole lot to do up here.
Got Balti in the building. He's saying what's up.
What up, Balti?
Andrada. I don't know.
So little by little, working our way back in just little rows here. So my guideline was in the center, and I just came back.
Is it normal for the stretch bracket screws on the Rebels not to fit all the way? You know what? I've never used a stretch bracket on anything. I don't
stretch
think.
bracket either, but that doesn't sound normal to me. I just feel like there's enough movement with it, like how it is stock. So I don't really use the stretch brackets. I'm sorry, I don't really know.
Both yes, when we're getting the gold magic clip. I don't know if we're ever gonna get the gold magics.
Did you? So more than likely, he probably watched the live from this morning. Y'all, I got cut off this morning when I hit that traffic jam. Apparently, everybody was on their phone, and Verizon Wireless just sucks, and it killed my live instantly. But this morning, I opened up my live with this amazing piece of tech that just hit the market a couple days ago, and it's gonna make fading so easy and so amazing, and it's called the Gold Magic Clip.
Well, it is. I know it's got more power, and Balti says it's good. I know that Mo got one, and he said that it's got more power, and he likes the way it cuts too.
It still has underwhelming performance compared to the seniors. They really see that seniors as their gold standard. All right, y'all.
Oh, you're asking when you coming to Cali?
Tops addressed. I don't know. As far west as I've been so far was Las Vegas. So I guess I was pretty close.
And then Phoenix too. Someone's asking about you going to Phoenix for any shows.
I might. We'll see. Gamma was talking about doing some additional shows. Okay, y'all. If nobody guessed what we're using.
Well, basically, it was like between the Rebels and the Ergos, and I think you should go with the Ergos, man.
Ergos it is.
Yeah, I really do.
All right, so we're going to begin by putting in our guideline. I also, sometimes when there's a trouble area, which I know there's a trouble area, it's like right up here, sometimes it's good to start my guideline on this side. So
shout out Romania. Andrada she's asking you to come to Romania. We got some Romanian clients, man. They're the best.
Well, my best friend's wife is Romanian. Cook like really good. And I got some new neighbors that are Romanian too. They're awesome people. I would love to go there, to be honest.
Marco says he'll set up a visit to his barber shop in Orange County.
Oh, yep. Let's go. You guys remember the movie Orange County with Jack Black? If you can promise that visit will be something like what that movie was, I'm down. We burned down that library and stuff. All right, so notice how I jumped from that side to this side? I do that all the time because I want to match up these guidelines. And if you try to travel all the way around the head, like you'll almost never meet at the right spot. So I kind of try to match them both up this way. There's no guarantee that you won't mess it up still, but it might help a little bit more. Well, it feels cool to have the ergo in my hands again. I haven't cut with these in quite a while. And they feel like they actually got a lot more power than I remember. It's probably good to refresh myself once in a while and just use something different, you know?
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. That's why I kind of recommend the Ergos.
Stay tuned. Me and Chad just swapped out the motor on FX. We got the 245 Eco battery and battery and motor replacement. So me and Chad just filmed that. It won't take me too long to edit it. I just got to get a couple minutes and I'll release that for you guys. You guys can kind of see that.
Someone commented, you're showing your age making that movie reference. Eddie's young, man. What are you guys talking about, man? He's a young man.
Yo, it's all good, man. Honestly, I feel like I'm in better shape just in my career, and I feel like I'm in better shape, like physically, than I've really ever been in my whole life. So in a way, I feel even younger than I ever have, to be honest.
This damn thing is kind of in the way. This boom right here.
Get one of these lights a little bit out of Chatty's way. Better?
Yeah, it's a little better.
More comfortable? All right.
Well, it's just it just gets in the screen.
So we're gonna knock this out real quick.
You're asking how wide of a guide your guides when you do your guidelines, Eddie?
We're gonna use the width of the pinky. So that's about how wide I'm gonna do. And like now I'm gonna take my trimmer up close to this line and begin flicking away. Now hopefully I can get Sonny to turn this music down before we get demonetized. Wait 1 second.
Yeah, Balti, you're right. It depends on the cut. Someone just asked about the FX upgrade from Tune 45. You know, we just installed it. I hate to make rush judgment on anything, and it gives a lot. I can tell you this: there's a lot of power. It gives a lot of extra power. It seems to cut very well, but I like to put some to cut with it for a few days. What do you think, Ed? I mean, have you cut it all with the FX clipper at all, Ed?
I just did that one cut on Floyd, and then I've turned it on a few times though since then, and it even seems like it's sort of settled a little bit. Seems like a really powerful clipper now.
It's a very powerful clipper, and I cut with it yesterday. I had to loosen up the lever on a little bit because it's starting to irritate me because it's so stiff. But there's a lot of power, and it seems to cut really smooth. The ergonomics still, for whatever reason.
I don't like the flashlight.
Yeah, even the sabers are big too, but they're built different. But I will say this, man, those FX that upgrade is pretty good.
Motor-wise.
Yeah, I mean it's just a lot of power, man, a lot of damn power.
You know what I was noticing though, dude, that Babelist taper blade is exactly like the JRL.
Yes, it is. Yes, it is.
They look like they're identical.
Made from the same metal. Looks like it's almost like an aluminum.
It looks exactly the same. And I wonder if they're in cahoots, these two.
Someone asked about how you keep your hands so safe with a clipper over comb. If you ever watch Eddie's video, he always shows you that little gem about him using his pinky. He rests his pinky on the head. Correct? Am I correct on that, Eddie?
100%.
Okay.
I call it anchor points, and I use anchor points to maintain consistency. And it's not just clipper over comb; it's literally with everything that I do that really requires a steady hand. So like even this hand touching him, this sort of stabilizes me. Just having this other point of contact, that sort of stabilizes me too. And a lot of times you'll see barbers put their hand on somebody's head and stuff like that. That's not because they just want to dominate them. You know what I mean? That's because they want to steady their hands a little bit, and they want to have that additional anchor point. So if I do this right, being that I put a line in with my taper blade, that's going to be a little bit of a softer line, and then I came and I followed up under with my trimmer. So if I do this step right, I'm going to have less to struggle with later, and in the areas that I am struggling with, that will sort of let me know that this process I may not have done this process perfectly. It's not like you'll always do these steps perfectly. And this is phase one. We're nearing the end of phase one. Phase one is how I start every phase. And it's usually a combination between using the taper blade or using just a trimmer and stamping in a harsh line. Last week we went live and we stamped in the harsh line because that's what you guys requested. And there's definitely advantages to doing that. Look how fast this Rebel can go. You know, it can really move. It removes the hair so fast. And I just did the back of his head in like what I felt like was a second.
Yes, Andrade. All the SC Gamma stuff, they all fit. You can switch from a Protege, Rogue, Ergo, Alpha, Rebel, all those sabers, all that, they all interchange. Cutting and stationary blades, yeah, for sure.
All right, phase one complete. We're going to begin. Technically, phase two would be clipping the comb. Phase three would be cutting the top. I did that in reverse. I was trying to give you guys time to pick what clipper you wanted me to use.
Nico the Barber, what's up?
What's up?
What's his name? Yusuf says he just got a job at the barber shop. He's like, what tips do you give him?
Oh, new to the barbershop?
Yep.
All right, I'll explain to you in a second. First, I want to do this real quick. I'm going to put my guide in the size of my pinky. I'm using the taper blade, so it's super forgiving. His hair is really fine. It's just like mine. And every little mistake you make will show. So I'm just going to try to be really careful and be very thorough when I put my guides in. But notice how I'm holding my clipper on the sides. This is so easy with the Ergo, by the way, because it just sort of feels built for this type of work, like just a little bit of a flick. But I make sure that I get it flat, and then I flick. That's what's so great about the taper blade, is it sort of does that for you. But if you don't ever get this flat is not here, flat is here. And if you don't ever get it flat, you're never going to get down to the length you're supposed to. Alright, I promise. That's all I got to say about that. So we're gonna put this guideline in, and I'm gonna answer Nico the barber's question. He says he just started at the barber shop, and you know, I don't know if this is you or not, but I'm gonna just say that typically when you first start at a barber shop, you're not gonna have clients. You're not gonna have many clients. And one of the easiest and fastest ways to build is to do what the person who's holding your camera did. He put in the hours. Now it sucks, man, because sometimes you're gonna come in and you're not gonna cut no hair. No one's gonna wanna go to you, you're the new person in the shop, you're low man on the totem pole. But if you're always there, you come in early, you stay late, and you do things that some of the other barbers don't do with your time, in 1 year, you can build a really solid clientele, and then you can do what you want. Then you can ease your schedule into something that's a little bit more manageable. But if you go all out, 2 feet in, take no prisoners, burn the boats, you'll be fine in 1 year. That's one of the most important pieces of advice I could give you. And you know, the other piece of advice I would say is just stay in your lane. Don't worry about what all these other barbers are doing. Don't worry about, you know, Joe who comes in late and leaves early. Don't worry about all this other stuff. Just stay in your lane, build your clients, you know, and build your relationship with your clients that they can't get from somebody else or somewhere else. Hope that answers your question. There's a lot more I can speak. I could make a whole video on that subject. I should, right?
Absolutely,
first
absolutely.
day at the barbershop.
Yep.
That would actually be a fun video to make. I would enjoy doing that. Because I just feel like a lot of people don't, you know, a lot of people don't understand. It is a grind. You decided not to go to college. You decided to do something else. You decided to rely on yourself business-wise. And if that's the case, then you're going to have to be your own monitor. You're going to have to be the one who gets you
self-motivation.
All right, pinky again. I have a number 1 on, and I'm going to go 2 clicks open. 1, 2.
What's up, Faded and Bladed? Faded and Bladed.
We'll be getting into this little trouble spot right here. So hopefully this will be one of the last steps. He actually doesn't wear a part. He wears his hair kind of all pushed up and over, which is where some clipper over comb is gonna come in handy. But I don't want to take this area too high. Something about this taper blade just really made that stand out. It really made that blend start happening for me, which I love. I love when things come together easy. It's great when a plan comes together, right?
Absolutely. I'm definitely becoming a big fan of the taper blade myself. Absolutely, man.
So it's sort of like one of these deals too, where like the longer you do this for and you continue to experiment, you want things to just go smooth, and you realize that like if I can get past the ego, right? I could say that yes, I make mistakes. I have made mistakes behind the chair. I'm not perfect. Neither are you. Neither is anybody else who does this. So that's why we want to get something that's forgiving, like a taper blade. Then when I flick into these higher areas and I make a mistake, it doesn't hurt. All right.
Especially with that saber, man.
100%.
That saber is just so like.
Saber is probably the most forgiving and just the most coolest clipper all the way around, because it's 6 hours of runtime, and when you put that taper blade on there, it's just total game changer. Okay, so the next step, because this is fine hair, you guys have heard me before, I'm going to skip some steps. Instead of doing the 1 1/2 open and following my normal way up, I'm actually going to jump to the 2, just out of an abundance of caution, because you never know how the hair is going to react, and this is part of playing with the hair in the right way. So we're going to go 2 clicks, 1, 2.
Hey, yo, Ed, what's the best paint color to use for lighting in the barbershop?
You know, I'm still trying to figure that out myself. If you know, it really just depends. Like if you're trying to get lighting just for your clients to like be able to see what you're doing, or if you're trying to get lighting for good camera work. Now, one of the reasons why this room is gray actually is because typically we use a gray card to set the white balance on the camera, and this room is for filming. So that's why this room is a little bit gray. One of the reasons. So you know it's usually like a lighter color. I'm not in love with you know, having a super dark shop, and if you do paint the walls, you know, kind of dark, then you're probably going to want to have to supplement with some really serious lighting.
Yo, Neko, what was that question again? Bring that question up again. I just.
You can scroll if you push hold the button down. Like this.
Oh, okay.
Make them come
the
out.
new blade you guys just released for the hitters looks like the detailer blade and the P3 blade Looks like it smacks. Can't wait to get my hand. Okay, yeah.
Yeah, it definitely does. No doubt about it. It hits. All right, so I like what that did. I could see there's a pretty good chance I might have to return to a 1 1/2. But I like what's going on here. So I feel good enough to move on to my blending phase. So we're going to use a little bit of clipper over comb before I do that. I got one of my Philip Wolf
Yes, the saber with the taper blade is fire, buddy.
Zuka combs. All right. I just want to make that connection to the top a little better. So I'm going to take my comb, I'm going to hold it out on the angle that I want to hold it out on, and I'm going to clean this up a little bit. Shout out to Fort Worth Barber Supply. I will be teaching this technique live in person, and it's hands-on. You'll have a mannequin. I think it's like $69, which is hardly any money really. He told me, I wanted it to be free, but he told me something that made sense. He said, look, if we sell tickets, it means people show up. If it's free, a lot of times these people won't even bother to show up. So that's one of the reasons why we sold the tickets, but we did have to pay for the mannequins too. So I'm tipping this out on the angle that I want it to reflect. I like what's happening. You can also do a couple of these strokes. This is something I plan on covering in the workshop. Because clipper over comb, there's so many ways you can do it. You know, you can come up horizontally as if this is a clipper guard, you can come across, and you can come across vertically, and well, I guess that's horizontally, but you can move on the comb vertically. And it just really is the ultimate technique for blending them long lengths into them short lengths.
What's up, Stir Fry?
What's up, Liz?
What's up, Stir?
There it is.
Stir's showing up.
There it is.
Strolling in late, huh? How nice of you to show up.
Make sure you pay the owner of the shop if you want to keep a job. That's my tip.
That's
Tip of the day.
Stir's tip of the day.
Big money stir.
That's big money Stir.
Big money
Remember,
stir.
students, hard work and consistency beats out talent every time, especially when talent doesn't show up to work.
There you go.
Remember that.
That's wisdom. That's wisdom for
That's
you right there.
Hey, Rod.
What's up, buddy?
Yo, what's the benefit of the two method? Oops. What's the benefit of the two method compared to your old method of cutting? 2-click method.
The 2-click method just makes a little bit more sense. I've realized that if I was to go in fully closed, so much easier to create a line. And if I go in with it fully open, a lot of times I'm not able to see what it could really do. So the reason why I just sort of split the difference, and it would just be, say, like opening halfway, is I'm not going to make a mistake that way. I get a better idea. And then when I tell you guys 2-click and flick, it's sort of more like a guideline. Like if you feel like you need to open it or you feel like you need to close it, you go ahead and do it. You know, I like to set the guidelines in really neat like this. We're going to begin the process of fading with the fully closed, and I'm only going to really be using the corner. And all I'm trying to do is kind of flick over top of where that previous trimmer line was. If I'm only using the corner, it may look like sometimes like I'm holding the whole blade on his head, but I'm not. I'm only using the corner, and I'm going to begin opening this up again and again until I have it fully open.
Sometimes you do that crisscross method.
Absolutely. And that's kind of what I'm doing, even with it open. Thank you for reminding me of that. I forgot about that. But yeah, that's just kind of what I'm doing. Even with it open, I'm just kind of trying to find against the grain.
That's it.
And I'm looking for those little spots that I could detail well.
Oh yeah, Snoop Dogg too. Yeah, shout out, bro. Snoop Dogg said he bought under your suggestion. I think the protege combo.
Oh, I like that. Hell yeah! Thank you, Snoop. Appreciate you. You know, and shout out to the Eddie's Army member gang, growing strong, man. If you guys become a member, you will get access to exclusive content. You'll get access to fully edited walkthroughs like this, where we really just dive into this, and it's been a huge relief. You know, I've decided I'm going to release some vlogs as well soon, like vlogs that are not going to be, you know, on my channel in general, just stuff like that you guys can enjoy. Additional content for the members. Same thing, just the corner, and I'm just flicking.
Yeah, I think Rusty's in the house. Did we shout out Rusty earlier?
Shout out Rusty Blaze in the house. Rusty Blaze, YouTube Barber. My man handles all my films, and he already knows If he's in the house, he already knows I'm going to be asking for a thumb for this one.
How do you keep your blends condensed if you want them condensed?
Just like this, using the corner of the blade. The corner of the blade is going to save you from making mistakes. You see, I'm just using that corner. And with a taper blade, it's not cutting every time I put it down. It's exactly what I want. I want to have a moment to be able to sit back and sort of see what's coming off and what ain't. And I could literally go all the way up into these areas with a taper blade without punishing myself. So if you're not using a taper blade for this type of stuff, really should just give it a try, okay? And I'm just playing with the blade a little bit back and forth as I continue to use the corner and find ways to approach the head that work. All right? I like that. I like what I'm seeing there. A part of me wants to jump back and just knock out any inconsistencies I see there. So that's what I'm going to do. I'm going to grab the Rebel. Just using the corner. Now the Rebel has a fusion blade or a vapor blade as we're calling it now, but it has that on there. And that's going to allow this to get a little bit closer and possibly remove some of those more harsh lines. If you really want to set yourself apart, you're going to need something with a fade blade and you're going to need something with a taper blade. At the end of the day, that's probably one of my biggest, my biggest revelations. I'd say it's probably been about 2 years, which means that I cut hair for 18 years without doing this, but it is just a huge revelation to me to really use a taper blade.
Yeah, man, I think it's really important to have both.
Absolutely.
Absolutely, it really is.
No doubt about it.
When you gotta go in there and politic those lines a little bit, you need that soft touch, that taper blade.
I like that. He said politic those lines.
That's it, man. You gotta go in there like it's a feather, man. Whisper on it.
Well, that looks nice. I'm coming down with the grain, just sort of tapping. This isn't always necessary. You won't see me do that a lot. It's just in certain hair types. Like I said, his hair is a lot like mine, and that's sort of what it required. All right, so we're back to the taper blade. I got a half guard on here, and we're gonna open this up, and we're just gonna tap into it with the corner. So you guys can see that growth pattern, that grain, it's really coming hard this way. So I really don't have any reason to crisscross back this way because it's gonna practically be with the grain in that stroke, and I don't want to do that.
Which is so important when cutting hair is to follow that grain.
100%. I just closed it up a little bit. Now if I close this all the way down, I actually am cutting closer than a fully open taper.
Rusty.
Believe it or not.
Rusty's back in the... What's up, Rusty?
He probably had to duck his head out to make a thumb real quick.
He's back again.
Batteries like me, I was driving around in traffic this morning and it just wasn't happening. Trying to go live and it just wasn't happening. I'm sure I probably couldn't even watch somebody else's live. How many people we got up in the room, Chetty?
We have 49 people in the room with only 12 likes, guys. Smash that like button.
I thought you guys said you liked this content. I thought you liked this content. Why are you not hitting that like button? Help your boy out. You know, 50 people like this video, a lot more people will see it. The channel can grow. At the end of the day, and we could reach more people. And I just wanted to say, while there is so many of you guys in here right now, I just wanted to say that we have a little revival going with the Barber Tuition Initiative. I haven't had much of a chance to make a video about it yet, but there is two owners of Stylecraft, and they have basically came together and agreed to give me $5,000 if I can reach $5,000. I'm at $1,200 with the Barber Tuition Initiative, We only managed to give away 1 tuition so far. But dude, if we get to the $5,000 mark, we'll have 10,000, and we can probably do 2, 3, maybe even 4 tuitions. So, you know, if you guys can donate the price of a single haircut, the link was broken, and that's why nobody donated for like 3 months. I really thought this program was gonna get trashed, that I was gonna have to give up, but that gave me a little bit of revival in the spirit. I still believe in humanity, and I hope that we can actually, you know, salvage that project, because I think it's worth it, man. I think there's a lot of people out there that are struggling that could really benefit from that. All right. I like the way this side is completely different. It's always completely different.
Right.
If you notice that I did that little chip away at the line step already here, but I feel like if I go into this with a half, I'm just going to wind up bringing this higher than I want. So that's actually what I had on there, but I'm going to switch over to a 1. And remember, we did 2 clicks, 1, 2. I'm actually going to go fully open and see what that does if I just use the corner. This is a part of like just knowing what you're looking at and knowing what steps to take. And when you guys get there, you'll be in good shape, because really it would have been a mistake to pick up the half guard and go at it with his hair. His hair is just like mine. This fine hair will pick up every little mistake, which is why a taper blade is going to help, but like just really knowing little things like that is going to help. I got this all the way closed if you didn't notice.
I got you, Heather. Heather Lennon in the house.
Heather in the house. Shout out. Let me know when it's a member who drops a comment. I just want to make sure that
The question is how I know if they're members.
there's a little star by their name.
Okay. Yeah, Heather, she's definitely a member. Shout out Heather again.
Shout out to Heather. We got a member in the house. So, if
You also had Ireland in the house too.
Ireland in the house. What time is it in Ireland?
Yeah, what time is it in Ireland? And thank you for hitting that smash that like button. We jumped up to 22 likes, that's pretty nice. Thank you guys so much.
Hell yeah. I'll tell you what, y'all, if we get to 50 likes, I'll give away something.
Oh snap.
Y'all get to 50 likes, and I'll give away something. You know what? Let's give away. Should we give away a Rebel? To me. You're right. Who wants a body grooming?
Belgium too in the house. Oh shit.
Belgium in the house. All right. Well, quick warning with the giveaway.
15:37 in the day.
Okay, so that's
3:30.
3:37 in the
In the afternoon.
Cool.
What's up, River Rat Rob?
So yeah, I was gonna say before we do this giveaway, I just want to let you guys know that I can't ship outside of the country right now. The way shipping is it's just impossible, and I'm sorry. I would love to do it, but I can't. But yeah, inside the United States, we'll do a giveaway during this video. If we could reach, how many likes are we at?
At 25 likes. Anchorage, Alaska, 6:30 a.m.
It's 6:30 a.m. there.
Martin Hillen, how do I become a member? He says.
All you do is there's a link in the description. You can click that, and you can join right there. There's a link in the description to every single video, and you can become a member from any of those videos. I'm gonna jump up to a 1.5.
NYC in the house.
Just using the corner. It looks like I'm holding it flat, but really, if you look, I could put my whole finger just about behind that.
Yes, sir.
All right. Our thing's starting to come together pretty good.
Indeed.
All right. Looks like I'll be doing a little bit of cleanup work with the taper blade again, but I'm in pretty good shape, so I'm just gonna knock out the back real quick. Let's see if it's any easier with the Rebel. I have a little bit more room for mistakes back here, so I just decided I'll use the Rebel, using just the corner, either corner, and clicking it open one step at a time. The Rebel really is just a beast of a clipper. And really, anything that you put a fusion blade on, or a vapor blade on, it really improves it. And this is just such a good and forgiving blade. Blades are usually not forgiving when they cut close. Usually if they cut this close, they can cause problems. I got the half guard on here. And I really like the way this back has tied in. It doesn't always tie in this smooth, is all I'm saying.
River Rat Rob's giving you some props, Eddie.
Tying in pretty smooth right now. Thank you, River Rat. Appreciate you.
I don't know if Brian's gonna want a design though.
Well, Brian,
Someone's asking for a design now.
You guys should see what happened when I colored his hair blue one time. He was mad at me for like a week.
There will be no design, players.
Oh.
Make sure you like that comment.
He said there won't be.
Good luck, Patrick Rivera, taking his test in Texas on Thursday.
Oh, really?
Yeah, man. Good
Nice
luck.
test.
Shout out.
Taking his test. Yeah.
Stay
Shout out
nice
to this guy. He's about to get it. He's about to get his barber license, y'all. Which means that's gonna open up a lot of opportunities for him.
River Rat Rob showed some love, bro.
Appreciate you, River Rat Rob, man. If there's anything I could answer, any questions you might have, or whatever, just let me know.
Can you cut with your left hand? Someone just asked.
Oh, well, it's too late. I'm already done. And it's probably not as good as I can with my right. Brian, tell him the story about Brett Favre playing with his left hand.
Oh yeah, so my boy Brett Favre, when he played for the Jets, he ruptured his bicep tendon on his throwing arm. So instead of coming out of the game, because he's got the most consecutive start streaks in the NFL, he started throwing the ball left-handed.
Yes, sir.
And what happened was the Jets went 1-4 left.
Right.
So I'm
Probably not a great idea. And that's coming from a Hall of Famer, so not to say that Eddie's not a Hall of Famer. But I wouldn't try that at home.
No, I wouldn't,
Hey, yo, Martin, I seen that comment. You're opening up your own barbershop, man. Hey, good luck to that, bro. I think that was Martin that said that.
Awesome, man. Awesome. I love to hear that. I love to see success stories. So I'm just using a little bit of shear overcomb, obviously, just to soften this up. Because, like I said, when you're dealing with hair like this, it's really fine. It's on a really white scalp. It literally shows every little mistake. And anything that you could do that will softly kind of massage that, or as Chad put it, politic that.
That's it.
Politic that fade right together. You
That's
know what I'm
it.
saying? And anything that you can do to help with that.
Hit it with some inflation.
That's it, baby.
It's a nice hair, though.
Yeah, it's not what he said. It's nice hair, though. You hear this shit? It feels like I'm talking shit about his hair.
Oh, hell yeah.
Keep up with the goat cuts, Ed. Oh, the great cuts. I'm sorry, but someone did call you the goat, though.
Appreciate that. I do appreciate that.
Cosmo Chloe.
Yo, Cosmo Chloe, I want to tell you a story. I started off as a cosmetologist, and somebody was just in my comments earlier today about how they wish they could switch from a cosmetology to a barber.
Yes, sir.
There's nothing that would stop you from doing that. And all I'm gonna say is just sometimes these schools can be kind of predatory in nature. And if you notice on this side it's really curly. That's why I'm using some texturizing shears. These shears are from Shear Police. Use the code Eddie, save 10%.
Shout out to Shear Police. They're cool guys.
They really are the coolest company ever, man. They gave away 27 pairs of shears to the whole class. And when we can do the Barber Tuition Initiative again, we're gonna bless another full group of students the same way. And I know that I can count on them to support us in some measure. So what I'm going to say, though, is sometimes these schools can be kind of predatory in nature where you come in looking for a barber. Basically, you're just looking to do your barber hours, right? And get your transfer from Cosmo to Barber. Well, you have a certain amount of hours that you're already accredited for, and a lot of times these schools won't tell you nothing about it. They'll just think that, hey, so-and-so just wants to learn more about barbering, and we can provide that to her, whether that's true or not. So know your facts before you go in there and do your research. So if they try to tell you need 600-700 hours, it might be a case where you only need 100.
Yo, Neko's really showing you some love, man. He said that you really helped him out with that clip over comb, man. You know what I'm saying? It was a godsend. He was struggling, he said.
Were you in my class at Premiere? Is that where, or you're talking about the video?
Neko just said that, I don't know what something he's seen you do in clipper over comb. I don't know if it was that or a class.
Oh, it resonated.
Yeah.
It resonated. No, that's dope, man. I appreciate you. All right, so we're going to hit him with a little bit of hairspray. And I'm going to take a look at his edge and what all has grown back.
Got 31 likes so far.
Appreciate you guys. If you can't get us to 50, then we can't do the giveaway. But if y'all can get us to 50, we'll do the giveaway. We'll do the giveaway another time.
Man, I did shoulders today, man. I'm like over here struggle.
All right, so I'm looking at his front edge up, and I could just kind of see what I need to do. All right, I need to get this looking thick and sharp again, and I don't want to go too deep into his hairline to do that. So I'm gonna start at the area where I see the most problematic. I go right for the problem area first. I'm gonna start right here, right?
Someone brought up a good point though, Eddie, about the 50 likes. There's only 42 people in the room.
But there was 50.
There was 50 one time, yeah.
I can respect the attempt though.
All right, Martin, be good, buddy.
All right, so I'm just moving off to that edge, that trouble side, and I need to keep glancing at the mirror. You guys have the benefit of seeing this on camera from a little bit further perspective away than I am. But when you're up close and in it, it can be kind of hard to see. There's no great secret. I was talking about this with Sterling the other day. You know, Sterling always has been very complimentary about my edge ups, and you know, he was asking me some questions about it, and I was like, Sterling, there's no great secret to this. It's just I'm willing to keep finagling until I get it right. That's really what sets my edge ups apart sometimes.
Chi-Town in the house.
I was just in Chicago.
What's this guy's name? Haroon.
I love Chicago.
Haroon the Barber.
What up, Haroon? I actually had a good time in Chicago. You know what happened though? My last day, I tried to go back to that same Target I found, and somebody had broke into that Target that night and stole a bunch of stuff out the back. So they had closed the whole Target down.
How can they donate? Heather wants to know how she can donate.
If she would like to donate to the Barber Tuition Initiative, there's a link in the description to do that. That's how I prefer you guys donate. Like, rather than donate to me, I'd rather see you donate to my little foundation. To be honest. So there's a link that says we ask for the price of a single haircut, and if you guys want to do that, and that would be just awesome. That would be a huge help. The quicker we get to 5,000, the quicker we can do some really, really good videos that show people who are struggling and hopefully giving them that boost they need.
So, someone from Ireland just asked, do you know anything about the 6-week barber courses?
Well, from what I understand, and you know, this might not be 100% how it is, but from what I understand, there isn't necessarily a barber license in some areas of Europe. So what I think happened was, I think that people who work in shops wanted to either help people out, or they wanted to try to make a little bit of money and teach some people. And I think that's more or less just like a general way to try to get your skills better. So I don't know how much that stuff is, and I don't know a lot about it. You know, I know about the United States and how it works here. And in the United States, like, if you don't have a license and you try to work, it could cause you problems. So definitely want to get a license if you're going to work in the United States. Because if somebody walks in right now and they ask me for a job,
How's Tank be chalking?
What's that?
Oh, I was gonna give Tank a hard time.
Tank be chopping it?
Yeah, I guess he went live. I'm like, how are you gonna go live when we're live?
Well, you know, as much as we've been going live, I don't fault nobody. So
Absolutely.
check this out. This is the Essence razor, and they just sent me this a whole nother new one, which I'm not actually gonna use because I'm still filming. Okay, I lied.
My beard too.
Maybe I'll use that one. If I had time, I would be happy to do your beard.
I've been hearing that for
But
3
you
years.
didn't. But you didn't book it appropriately.
I got you, Neko. I got you, Neko.
No, you booked it.
I know I did.
Son of a bitch. Look at this guy.
You see him? He figures because he's on video, he could schmooze me out of a beard. You gotta watch these
Hold on,
clients.
you act like I wasn't gonna pay for it.
They be trying to hold you out.
You act like I was gonna pay for it.
Yeah,
Of course
right.
I pay for it. But how am I supposed to pay for stuff? My boy's scheduled his own. My boss is scheduled his own boy's haircut, man. And that's kids put me on the kids care.
Wow, in the UK, Rusty says in the UK you don't need any barber qualifications to be a barber.
That's what I heard, and that's why I was saying, like, I don't know, I'm not super familiar about it, but I have heard that you don't really need, and that really could be why, like, and I'm not making fun of anybody in the UK now. I know there's a lot of talented barbers, But when I learned how to barber, when people would really jack up a haircut, people would be like, "Oh, that looked like one of them European haircuts," and that really could be why, is because maybe some of them guys who were doing that stuff, they weren't really trained.
Man, I worked with a guy that was from Serbia, and I want to say he went to class for years. Like he's like what I'm saying, studied for a long time to be a barber. That's what he was saying though.
That's what I'm talking about with anchor points. I want you guys to pay attention to a few things. One, I'm touching him with the middle finger. Two, I'm also anchoring up here. And then three, when I touch the blade to his skin, that's a whole nother anchor point, and I'm just sliding it a little bit. So it's very easy for me to maintain some very good consistency.
Trying to get the angle here.
Even if you take a couple different angles of what this looks like, I'm always looking for a place to put my fingers, rest my hands, and then my other anchor point is here. Like, you'll never see me touch him like this because I gotta stretch the skin. But as long as you are anchored, look, I can anchor right here on the back of his head. And this is why we use 3 fingers instead of 2. If I had 2 fingers there, then that would be one less thing that I can anchor with, and I'd have less control. And one of the things that's dope about this razor is how long this is compared to
the Tang.
Look at that. Who you trying to scare with that one? I mean, that makes doing a backhand so much easier because I can fit this thing in my hand in such a nice way that I just feel like a ton of control when I use this razor, especially for the full-fledged straight razor type shaving.
Someone asked about qualifications here in the States. Basically, every state's different, man.
Yeah.
Some states do you have to have so many hours. Some states you can do apprenticeships. So it's just all over the place, really.
If you think of it like this, every state in some weird way is almost its own little country, and it's governed a little bit different in certain things. And barbering is one of those things that's really, it might take you 2,000 hours in a place like California or something. It might take you 1,000 hours in a place like New York. You never know till you look up the laws. I mean, even us trying to move within the United States, sometimes that's a concern because you might not be able to just
transfer your license.
Yeah. So you got to look at it, and you might have to go back. Like, I cut hair for 5 years in New York, and then I moved here, and I had to retake the test again. Which I'm kind of lucky because had I failed even one time, I had to go back to school for 200 hours, and at the time it was at $10 an hour. So, that would have literally cost me $2,000 to fail that test. I was not into that. Not trying to do that. All right, now we enter.
You got 40 likes, bro.
We're 10 likes away from doing a giveaway. Y'all are
40 likes and 35. You got 35 people in the live.
Yo, I appreciate you guys, man. I appreciate you guys. Those of you guys who are hanging on, don't tell nobody. We're gonna do a giveaway anyways. How about that? Even though we didn't reach the 50, we're gonna do a giveaway anyways. So now is when you really want to make sure you have a taper blade in your hand. If you're gonna go in and you're gonna try to detail
42 likes. Wow.
Any of these little spots, we might get to 50 anyways, Chad.
I'm telling you, man. There's some magic going on in here.
If you're gonna do any detail work, this is the machine that you want to be using right now. All right. That's the machine.
I'm still waiting on my giveaway.
You know what's funny, man? That's what I use my Ergos for a lot. Is a lot of cleanup, man.
I mean, that was the move right there. A little bit of across the grain like this. It's a reason why I'm holding it like this and not like this. This is gonna cut more hair. This is gonna cut a little less hair. So if I'm going across the grain, or if I was gonna go with the grain, like on white hair, that's just not gonna do nothing. It's not curly enough to be lifted into the cutting blade. So I like what I'm seeing there. I might go ahead.
Got Germany in the house too.
Germany in the house was good.
Someone asked about if you think a taper blade is best for detailing.
100%. I think they might be late to the room because I spent a good portion of this particular live talking about that. But
45 likes.
Absolutely is. 45 likes. We're getting real close. And is Rusty still in the house?
Rusty, are you still in the house, Broham?
If Rusty's in the house, I'm gonna have him pick a winner, and you gotta be from the United States. Oh, yeah.
Oh, look at this!
Oh my God!
We got a little baby. Look at that little baby.
Baby in the house.
Oh my goodness.
We're live too.
Oh man, how precious is that?
Oh, look,
Oh
you
my
guys-
goodness
you guys
sakes, look how fresh this is. Oh my goodness sakes.
Oh, look at the blue eyes.
Oh my goodness.
Oh, she's looking up like, what the hell is that?
How pretty is that?
Goodness.
Oh,
There we go. Boxing gloves on.
oh man.
Look how little that
We want
feet
a
are.
million views on this one.
That's right.
That's right.
Oh my goodness.
That's
Boxing
awesome,
gloves
man.
on. The mittens.
Great.
Oh
Dude, I'm almost
man,
done.
that's
If
so
you wanna hang out
fresh.
For a second, I'll show you on the camera. Just about
So pretty.
All right, y'all. We're gonna throw a little enhancement in here, and that's gonna be a wrap because this thing is looking super, super tight. Let me see what it looks like on camera because
You got
sometimes
it?
it's a little bit different. Oh yeah, we're looking good. We're looking good. All right,
What do you think, Chad?
I like that. We're looking good,
5-star.
and the edge up is on point. So I'm gonna give this back to Chad. We're gonna do a little giveaway if Rusty Blades is in the house. That'll make things easier.
5-star haircut, baby.
5 stars, baby.
It's better than a 5-star hotel.
That's right.
Otherwise, I might just have whoever's contributing the most.
47 likes.
Whoever's contributing the most in this next 2 minutes of this live, because we're getting close to the end. I'm gonna put some enhancements in here.
Yeah, you put it in Rusty's hand to do the giveaway, right?
Did Rusty answer that?
He's here. He's here.
Okay. Rusty, I need you to do me a favor, bro. I need you to select a winner, preferably somebody who was pretty active in these comments throughout this,
And they gotta be in the United States too.
and they gotta be in the United States, for sure. Not that I got anything against y'all. I love y'all, and I appreciate you guys for jumping in here. Hopefully one day it changes and I can do giveaways worldwide. Yeah,
Rusty, make sure you give it away to the person that says I have a better looking beard than Eddie.
that's right. All right, we're gonna throw a little bit in here. Make sure you shake it up.
This is gonna stay in about 2 minutes.
Oh, stop. Behave yourself, man.
49 likes.
Oh, yeah. All right, y'all, we're gonna put this in real natural because he don't really like
Yes, that's a 245 no drip.
245 no drip. Oh, and the one mistake I almost just made. Let me show you guys before I go. I usually just try to see if it's spraying well.
Yep.
It's actually spraying perfect. This gun is dope, and I'm gonna do a video on it soon. Matter of fact, there it is linked in the description.
Shout out to Jeremy. He said my beard looks better.
to.
I told him to say that though.
Let's go. Good Chad, stirring up the pot. What kind of hair politicking is that?
Oh man.
That's it, y'all. Just a little touch off. That's all we're trying to do here. Don't have to be crazy.
Yeah, man, it's just a whisper, man.
Right up to the top, and then.
And boom, 50 likes. Just
we
like
did
that.
it, y'all. We did it.
50 likes and 41 in the house.
That's how you get it done. See, Chad, I knew there was people here who liked it and left. You know what I mean? Love it.
Do you enhance all cuts or just ones that you feel need it?
I like to enhance the majority of cuts if I can. You know,
Actually, it depends on the client too,
kinda
because
like
some
the
people
clients
want it,
too,
some
you
people
know,
don't want it.
Yeah. If it makes sense, I usually try to do it. That's kind of where I'm at with it. Like if it makes sense to do it. then-
Shout out to JPV, it's a member in the house.
JPV MVP. I commented to you last night.
Oh, that sweet little baby helped boost the likes to
Is that what
50.
it was?
Cosmo
That
Chloe,
Sweet little baby.
that sweet little baby.
Uh-oh.
51 likes. Oh,
Her
shoot.
Her name is Zoe.
Zoe.
Little baby's name is Zoe.
Little baby Zoe in the live.
Just a little tiny bit. I'll go back through with my.
Yeah, you know what? Enhancements are just kind of fun too. You know what I'm saying?
I just want to see these. I want to see these lines really pop out. I want to get that really good picture, and I want to, really show off some of the work that went into this cut. Because on really fine hair like his, I put all this work in here, and it doesn't quite show all the time.
Right. Someone just asked, how do you prevent your clippers from skipping across the scalp of a client who has been sweating or something like that?
That's a good question,
Talc
man.
powder, man. Slap
Good
some.
question.
Dry it up with some talc powder.
We can do that, but if a client really bothers me, I'm definitely going to make them get a shampoo, and I'm going to charge them for it. So, like, if you got clients that are coming in like in a disgusting state of hygiene, this happens. This is really something that's happened before. But if they
Coming
come
from
in
the
a
beach
bad
with
state
sand
of
in their hair.
hygiene, you gotta make them, and you gotta make them pay. You gotta make them pay. That's the only way to prevent it from happening in the future. That's what I'm talking about, y'all. That is looking sharp. Where it's not crazy, it's not over the top.
That contrast is what you need.
You know, it's just looking nice.
That's funny, Heather. Heather says, oh shit.
She said, "Oh shit."
Oh, are you, Eddie or Rusty? Are you giving away already, bro?
Did we already give it away?
Are you already? You got the giveaway winner already, Rusty? Is that what you're saying?
All right, we got a winner. Cool.
I'm waiting to hear back from Rusty.
Yo, shout out to Chad for holding the camera throughout this whole cut. Shout out to Rusty for always being there for everything I need him for. He's got a YouTube channel, and I don't think it'll be very long before Chad launches a YouTube channel as well. And I hope that we can show these guys some support, man. And if you're not subscribed to Rusty, do me a favor, man. Jump over there
Absolutely.
and subscribe to this man.
Rusty's always got very clever content.
He does, man. He does.
And so, Rusty, are you telling me that you're winning? So you said yes, Rusty. So give it officially. I want to see the name of the winner, so we don't make any we don't want any Steve Harvey mistakes in here.
Steve Harvey.
We don't want no Steve Harvey mistakes in here.
No. He's asking me. He's saying as soon as I take a shower, this is gonna come off, right? Not true. The 245 no drip can last you like 2 days.
Heather Lynn, winner. There we go, Heather Lynn.
Heather Lynn's a member, ain't she?
Heather Lynn, she is a member, and she was very active on this.
Yo, shout out to Heather Lynn for always being
Is it Lynn or Len? I wonder how you pronounce it. What's the difference between the $5.99 membership or the $9.99 membership, Ed?
Nothing yet. If you guys do the $9.99, I appreciate it. But there's nothing that's going to be different about that. Yeah, I'm still new to this membership thing, and YouTube sort of had like this blank kind of way that you could do it, and they sort of make you do 2 tiers. So that's all that really is. Like more importantly than the money to me is being able to post content free of YouTube's like algorithm. You know, I want to be able to post stuff that's fun and engaging for my members, and I don't have to worry about, oh, this is too long, oh, this won't go over with the masses. Like,
and you see how the little bit of enhancement, it frames out that fade. It just frames it to where it just like really
makes
it changes it just, you know, like I said, it frames it out and it just changes the landscape literally.
Yeah, that's nice.
Yeah, buddy.
I'm thinking about getting this full time.
Full time, he's gonna get this.
My girl Heather Lynn, she's excited.
Awesome. I'm gonna throw a little bit of street cream in here. Shout out to Johnny B for sending me some testers, and they'll be doing a little collaboration, I think, soon with some of my favorite companies. So I just wanted to feature them on a few of these videos, a few of these lives. We're just gonna throw this in here, and I like what this stuff does, man. This street cream's pretty dope. It brings out the curls a little bit. It gives it a little bit of control, but it doesn't look like gel. It doesn't get hard. It doesn't, nothing like that. So I like to see some of these curls come out. And overall, what y'all think of the cut, man? What y'all think of the cut? Shout out to Heather Lynn for always contributing the way she does in the comments. And if you guys want to have a better chance at winning something, I promise you, contributing in the comments to all my videos. I may not even reply to all of them because I try, but there's a lot of comments now it's hard for me to keep up with. But I promise you, I read them all, and I see the names and I remember them. So,
Yo, Duke, he used basically used 2 clippers. He used the Rebels and the Ergos.
Ergonomica.
And if you can't find the Rebels, they're probably sold out. But go on to the Saladcraft Gamma website, and they usually.
Woo! Woo! All right, y'all, watch this. We about to hit him with the. I'm gonna hit him with a nice photo real quick. All right, let's see what we at. One. Let's see if this does it. This is how we get that Instagram quality. That'll be way too bright. Gotta bring this down a little bit. Yep, like that. We'll bring this up a little bit. This is a camera tutorial here, y'all. So when I take pictures with the speed light, that's what's on the top of my camera. It doesn't necessarily represent exactly what you're going to see once this flash is engaged. So I'm trying to get this flash on the wall here. We're down to 1:30 seconds, and we're going to get this nice photo ready for Instagram, and I'll share this photo on Instagram once I got it right. So shout out to you guys for hanging in here this whole time. I do appreciate that. You guys are the best. You guys are the best fans that I could ask for, and I hope to keep delivering to you guys some really nice content like this.
Yo, Neko, if you got your own motor you made, bro, send this one. We love the R&D stuff.
Yes, sir.
It's hard to beat that Rebel motor, though. I mean, at the end of the day, that Rebel motor is pretty fantastic.
Absolutely. So I appreciate you guys all for hanging out today. That's the cut. I know it looks a little dark on my LCD right now, but that's the cut. It's gonna look sharp on Instagram.
Shout out to Brian for being such a good.
Hey, shout out to Brian.
Yeah.
For being such a good friend and client. Oh, hold up. Y'all want to see the neck strips? The Zuka neck strips. Did they let a single hair under the cape? Let's see. Look at that. You could even see a line right where that. You see a line right where that came off, and there ain't gonna be no hair under this cape.
Nope.
This thing is just seals off those stupid little hairs, and it stops them from getting. And you could reuse those on any client you want, because you're just gonna wash it with antibacterial soap in between.
And shout out to Stellcraft Gamma for the dope capes.
Yep.
Super dope capes.
Remember, if you guys were watching, I cut his neck hair off before I even started the haircut. So that's that, y'all. I appreciate you guys all for hanging out. This is the YouTube Barber Academy. I'm Mr. Eddie Barber. You better smash that notifications and smash that like button, because I'm going to go live like this all the time. And I might even go live again today. I just don't know. And that's why it's important that you have your notifications set to all. And I'm Mr. Eddie Barber, YouTube Barber Academy, and we're out of here. Peace.
Not bad.
Not bad, sir.
Oh, hold on. I'm trying to, no.
I said yes, sir. That's what I figured. I'll say when you walk across the edges by that